Hey, welcome YouTube. Glad
Hello
you're with us. As you can see, we have a few extra guests on the podcast today. We have the beautiful Catherine.
Hello.
We have the beautiful Isabella. We have the beautiful Abigail. And we have the beautiful Violet.
Hi.
Beautiful.
We have Coconut. Little adorable Coconut is on the podcast.
Hello, everybody.
And we have the ruggedly handsome Thomas, who you always get to enjoy.
I'm back. Better than ever.
Little eye candy for all you ladies out there. Okay, they're all grossed out. We already grossed out our children. It's been like 2 seconds. So we're glad that you're with us. Today is episode 200!
100!
So we're excited about that. We decided to have a genuine, real, true, authentic Osterkamp family meeting.
Well, authentic with stipulations.
With a few rules. Yeah.
You may get to see a preview video of those rules being talked about.
Okay. So anyway, it's kind of cool that this is our 200th episode because the girls and I were just in Iowa for a full week. So yesterday our family was reunited and we're pretty excited about
It feels so good.
It does feel so good. We're excited about being reunited and being back together again. So I feel like there's a lot of energy in this family right now.
We came back and Dad was a cherry tomato.
Yes. As you can see, he had a little bit of sun. But yeah, I think we're ready to record. I think we're going to have a great episode today. We have some good content, but there's also going to be a lot of goofiness, I think.
No, we're all serious here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We all mean business.
All the
serious
time.
businessmen.
Although one of her eyes means business and the other doesn't.
Yeah, so for the YouTube, you can see Catherine. Actually, I think it's starting to clear up the allergy pills taken.
Ha!
I don't know. It's still kind of gross.
It is getting better.
A little drippy.
She had one kind of gooey eye this morning.
Kind of. That thing was disgusting.
Can we move on, please? Can we move on?
Wasn't it from cats? I mean, was it allergies from the cats?
Yes, it was the cats.
Okay.
Okay.
It was the
That's
cats.
what they all say.
We believe you. It's not
It's
pink
not
eye.
pink eye.
Moving on. Let's do the intro.
Okay, do the intro.
You guys ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Gather round, everybody. It's time for a family meeting. The family meeting is a show that's all about the family and its relationships. We're the Osterkamps, all 6 of us, plus one doggy named Coconut. Right, boy?
He's like, what?
I see you over there, boy. Here he comes. I'm Thomas, and this is my wife, Lysandra.
Hello, and welcome to our family. Welcome to episode 200 of the Family Meeting Podcast.
I feel like there should be horns right here, like.
Totally.
On today's episode, we're going to invite you to join us for a genuine Osterkamp family meeting because today Thomas and I have the whole family joining us.
We did this for episode 100, and we loved it so much we brought it back around for our special episode 200.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for being here with us today, girls.
Yeah. No.
You're
No
welcome.
problem.
No problem.
Did you have a choice?
No.
No, we did
even
not.
a little.
Forced.
But thanks anyway.
All right, wait a minute. If you had a choice, would you still be on today's episode?
Maybe. Yes. Maybe.
Probably not, actually.
Okay, thanks for being here, even though you are under duress.
Well, the thing is, like, regular family meetings, they don't really have a choice either.
That's
That's true.
true.
It's
Yep.
like we call for a family meeting, everybody comes in. Sometimes we want to be here, sometimes we don't.
Most
So,
of the time we don't.
Most of the time we're scared because,
Yeah.
family meetings sometimes mean bad stuff has happened.
That
Yeah.
that
that's
has
true.
happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Until
true.
they're like, oh, nobody's in trouble. Nothing bad's happened. We just want to talk about what's coming up this week. I'm like, thanks. You could have put that in my email or something.
Right. Okay, girls, I want you to introduce yourself so that everybody gets a feel for like whose voice is whose and share with everyone how old you are and a little bit about what your life is like right now. And we're going to start with the oldest. Go for it.
Hello, I'm Catherine, as you probably know. I'm 18 and I just graduated, so that's cool. No more school for me until the spring semester, and then I'm starting up school again. Yay.
That was terrible because you sounded like you were reading it, but you weren't reading that.
No, that wasn't me reading. That was just me being dumb.
Okay, good.
So tell us about your love life.
No comment.
Oh, really?
Do you want us to tell them about your love life?
No, thank you, please.
Well, it's either us or you.
What is your relationship status currently?
I am in a relationship
Whoa.
Okay.
with a boy.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
His name is Corey.
Nice. And how long have you guys been dating?
About a year and 4 months. 5
Okay.
months, maybe.
Any wedding bells?
No, not yet.
Okay, thank
Because
God.
he's poor.
Thank God.
It's true. You can't live on the street and be a street urchin.
No. Yeah, you got to have a little bit of money.
Yep.
It's true.
Okay.
All right, I think we're ready for daughter number 2.
Well, wait, I want to, you also have your own business, correct?
Yes, I do. I started my own business. I clean houses.
What would you call that business?
Clean by Catherine.
Oh, I love it.
Very fancy.
Yeah, sounds like a genius name.
It is. Came up with it all myself.
Yeah.
Good job, Catherine.
It's not that creative.
Wow.
Hey.
I came up with that.
It was actually Dad, yeah.
Dang, yeah. Ouch. All right, who's next?
I'm Isabella. I'm 17. Yeah.
Why'd you have to think about it?
I always have to think about it. Well, because my birthday is February 16th. So, like, sometimes my brain just kind of gets stuck on the 16 number. That's why I have to think about it.
Gotcha.
I'm going into my senior year. I'm going to finish up my AA and get my high school diploma at the same time. Yep.
Future plans?
I'll get my bachelor's in studio arts. I'm doing so bad.
We're at
I'm doing so bad. At Flagler College up in St. Augustine.
Very cool.
What did you like most? We went to visit the college. What did you like most about the campus?
It was like so pretty, and everything was actually pretty close. So I feel like even if I got lost, I could still get to class on time.
That's good.
Yeah.
And what is your relationship status?
Single.
Hear that, gentlemen? She's single.
Yeah.
And ready to mingle.
Thanks, Isabella.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, who's next?
Who's next in birth order?
I guess that would be me. I'm Abigail. I just turned 16 and I went on a trip with my parents to the Florida Keys. That was really fun.
What was your favorite part about going to the Florida Keys?
It was probably snorkeling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Went snorkeling for the first time, so that was cool.
Snorkeling is amazing. I had no idea.
Well, and it was a cool place too. You know, you don't want to go snorkeling in a lake, I feel like.
Yeah. Dirty lake water is no fun.
Yeah.
And what about your future plans as of right now?
I am going to go to Florida Technical College and I want to be a cosmetologist.
Oh, cool.
Yep. And she's already started a little bit.
Yep. I use my family members as victims to try to do their hair.
That's right.
Nice.
And so far, nobody has died.
Who's up next?
Actually, I did Corey's hair.
Yeah.
It turned out pretty good. He high-fived me and said I did a good job.
Corey
Yes.
looks great, yeah.
Yeah, he does look great. You did a good job.
I'm her next victim.
Yep.
I just love how you were like, he actually looks good when you saw him. Like, literally, I was just like, oh, okay, thanks.
Well, I was nervous. It was your first haircut without Aunt Nina's
I was nervous too,
supervision.
but you're the one who's supposed to believe in me.
Nothing's more hurtful than that actually slipped in.
Yeah, it's the actually that
I knew
really
you
did
could do it. I had
Thanks,
total
Dad.
confidence.
Really? Then why didn't you have her cut your hair back then?
And
Silent,
the truth
no
comes out.
No comment.
Plead the fifth.
All right, are we ready to move on to daughter number 4?
Sure.
All right, daughter number 4.
Hi, I'm Violet Osterkamp. I'm turning
I love how you said your last name.
It sounds like you're reading, but you're not reading anything.
I'm turning 14. Yes. And I'm going into 8th grade. I am on a volleyball team, hopefully. Tryouts were a little bit ago. I'm probably going to get on, hopefully. And
I believe in you, Violet.
Thank you. I must be the favorite child.
I believe in Abigail,
I don't
too.
want your hand on me.
And for my plans when I'm older, I have no idea. I just don't want to be a hobo.
What's your relationship status?
Single.
Not like thinking about any dudes or anything?
Single but interested.
We will not reveal any names on the podcast, but
That's for episode 300.
yeah!
Ever.
By episode 300, you might be married.
Yeah.
What?
I don't think so.
That's like 2 years from now.
Yeah.
Less than 2 years.
Yeah.
That'd be creepy.
I'd be like, I might be
Yeah.
You'd be 17?
You might actually be married. That's
Yeah.
creepy.
Ready to go.
That's even younger than you.
Yeah, that's true.
Catherine might be married by 300.
I might be married by then.
Then do we have Corey on also?
Oh, could we?
No.
That might go horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Corey ain't got no filter.
I don't know if we can trust him.
All right. So we've got some things we want to talk about today, but before we jump into that, we want to invite you to be a part of a special conference we have coming up very soon.
Very soon.
Let me see. I need to pull out my calendar. The date went back and forth like 2 or 3 times. So let's see here. It is going to be August 10th and 11th at Elyria Church in Elyria, Ohio. So Saturday the 10th, we're going to be doing a marriage conference. And then on the 11th is more of a family conference. And our girls are going to be coming along and doing some classes and things for the kids who are going to be there. And so we encourage you, if you're in the Ohio Valley area, to make your way over to Elyria Church and be a part of that conference with us. We'd love to see you there.
Mm-hmm. And this conference will be, I think, a really exciting one for our entire family because the girls are coming to the conference, and all 4 of the girls are going to work with the children while we are teaching adults. They're going to have some crafts, games, and teaching with the kids and take care of all the children during the conference. So this is a true family conference, and we all get to do it together, and then we get to jump off on our vacation.
Family vacation, straight from there. Going to hit Niagara and Watkins Glen State Park, New York City, head to Boston. So it'll be a great time.
Yep, we're excited. So we are going to start today's
What?
episode. We're going to start today's episode off with a little game. All right. Now, this game is to see how well we know each other. And it's a game that you might want to play with your family, too, if your kids are old enough. Here's what happens. Everyone writes down 2 questions. And for sake of time, we may end up doing 1. We need to kind of see how our
No,
time
we
is
got
going.
2.
We got time? All right.
Yeah.
2 questions about themselves and try to stump the rest of the family. So as you read your questions about yourself, 1 point will be awarded to each family member who matches the answer that you wrote down. You will earn 1 point for each family member's wrong answer. Okay? And I have a $20 bill for the winner. We'll read our question.
Where's the 20? I want to see it.
The 20 is in my purse. I forgot to get it out.
Yeah, she's like, I have a 20, but it's nowhere in sight.
I do have a 20. I forgot to grab it. I was gonna do the old thing.
Okay, we believe you.
Okay. All right. We are going from oldest to youngest.
Okay, so here's my first question. And I think we should say our answers from youngest to oldest.
Okay, that sounds
All right? So here's a question, and this one all of you should know.
Here's what's hard, because I talk all the time and share everything that pops into my mind. It was very difficult for me to come up with 2 things I thought maybe you wouldn't know or remember.
Because you love to talk about yourself.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask my easiest question first, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to stump all of you with the second question. So growing up, I had a dog. What was that dog's name?
Oh, darn it.
All right.
I know.
Violet?
I have no idea.
All right.
Okay.
Abigail, do you have an idea?
Oh, what was it? Like Sunshine or something?
Not Sunshine. Sunshine we got when they were younger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Isabella? Do you remember?
Cuddles.
All right. Catherine, what do you think it is?
I would also like to say Cuddles.
Darn it!
All right. Mom?
Cuddles.
All right. And what kind of dog was it? You remember the breed?
No.
Anybody remember the breed?
No. Fluffy?
No.
I mean, I
it
know
was
what
it was a fluffy dog.
I know what it looked like, but I didn't realize it was a breed. I thought it was probably a mix.
Lopso.
What?
But yes, the dog's name was Cuddles.
Yeah, let's go.
My dog got rid of it while I was on while I was at camp.
Yep.
Came home from camp and my dog was gone.
That's so sad.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Until he told me about that, I didn't realize how horrible that was. That was.
That'd be like you guys going to Iowa and when you came back, Coconut was gone.
You would never do that because you love him too much.
Yeah.
And it helps us to understand why he loves Coconut so much.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sad.
Oh my gosh, I literally want to cry.
All right, Mom, your question's next.
Okay. Oh, was your second question about what the breed was?
No.
Okay. All right. My question. This is something I have shared with you guys before, but it is definitely a vague, kind of random thing. I had a friend when I was little, and her and I created a treat together, a new dessert.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
What was the name of the dessert?
Oh, I feel like I remember this.
Tell us what was in it.
No, because that's the second question.
Was it okay? Was it s'mores pie?
No. Point for me.
I have no idea.
Any guesses, Abigail? I feel like you've made this for me too.
I made it for all of you.
Oh man,
Did? Oh.
it's been a long time ago.
You were
though.
little, but you all loved it.
Now you have to make it again.
I will, and you're gonna love it because it's amazing. But I'm not gonna talk about it anymore.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Isabella, any
That's
ideas?
Another point for Mama.
I'm drawing a blank. All I can think about is treat, and I know that ain't right.
That is not right. So that's another point for me.
Was it like a mud pie
No,
thingy?
no, Daddy. Come on, honey. You love me and you listen and you care about
I
everything
do,
I
but
tell
I
you.
literally have no idea. I literally have no clue. That's a great question.
Thank you. That was hard for
What
me.
was it?
The name of the treat is Bacandies.
Oh, that's right. Dang it.
Because her name was Becky and I used to go by Sandy. So we put our names together and it was Bacandies.
Okay.
That's really weird.
Dang.
I remember that now.
Nah, I
Wait,
do too.
okay, what was? Oh wait, that's the next.
Okay.
All right, Catherine.
Catherine, what is your question?
Okay, here's my question. I have shared this information with you, so hopefully you will remember. What book has been my favorite read this year?
Oh darn it! It's that one.
Title and author.
Title.
Oh, that's a
come
cheat.
on.
That's
I had
too
shared
hard.
both of that
that's
with you
two
multiple times.
questions.
Okay.
That's way too hard.
All right, Violet, you're up.
Youngest to
The
oldest.
problem is we rant about too much books. we do.
Okay. What was it called? I know the book, but I can't remember what it's called.
What's the cover look like? Do you remember that?
It's got trees on it. It's dark. I don't.
I'm answering.
That could be 80% of our books.
Dark reader.
Was it like? I can't remember.
Okay, so that's point
Point.
for Catherine.
Abigail, any idea? That's a good question. I know I've
I know
seen
it's
it.
when the girl she gets like miss.
Wait, okay, but here's my thing. If I answer it correctly, then these two can just piggyback off.
Wait,
That's true. We
Because
should go
I'm
first.
almost positive Isabella knows.
I don't. I have
Okay.
no idea.
Okay,
so-
well,
first.
I at least know kind of some of the backstory, right? So, it wasn't it like where the one guy like lost his daughter, and so he's like finds girls to like
That is it.
replace
Yes.
replace the daughter with, and then like all those girls like who look the same go missing and stuff, and
Yeah.
their friends are trying to find one of the girls.
The plot
that's
is
gone.
super good.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know
such a
what
good
it's
book.
called though. I
I
forgot.
love that book so much.
Okay, so I think that's another point.
Mom,
for
do you have an
Catherine.
idea?
I was gonna say Murder Girl, but
That's sad.
I do not get a point.
Lost Girls.
Nope.
Okay,
So
another
I
point for
don't
Catherine.
remember the author, but it's That's Not My Name, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's true.
Like that's
The
not my
author
name.
is
That's a point for Isabella.
Oh,
yes,
that-
that
Yes.
is a point for
Yeah.
her.
Okay. The author.
Author is Megan Lally.
Lally.
All right, Isabella, give us your question.
Okay, you probably are probably gonna be mad after Catherine's question, but it's what is my favorite book?
No.
You don't have to get the author. I'll just be proud of you if you get just the title of the book.
No idea.
Now you're not saying your favorite book that you've read this year. You're saying your favorite book. Period.
Overall favorite book.
Well, it definitely is the Bible.
That's what I was gonna say.
Is
Non-Bible book.
She looked so guilty when I said the Bible. Okay.
is it the one?
No bars on the family meeting podcast.
Sorry.
Is it the one where it looks like a grandma knitted the skulls or whatever? That's the.
That book was funny, but no.
Darn it.
All right, that's a point for Isabella.
You have too many books.
Yeah.
That's what you waste all your money on. So I don't know what to do.
Waste?
Well, yeah, you always can't buy anything that you actually need.
Like what?
Oh, all right.
Oh dear.
It's getting hot in the family meeting.
I don't.
at $20.
I don't know.
Goodness.
Okay, that's another point for Isabella.
Yep. Catherine?
I feel like it's got to be like obvious, right? Is it obvious?
I've told you like 3 times.
I'm like trying to remember. She tells me so much about her books, though.
So do you.
I
got
know.
yours.
We talk too much about books. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's your guess?
last chance.
Is it? I want to say EXO. EXO.
Wait, don't tell. She was gonna tell.
Okay, I'm gonna guess. Howl's Moving Castle.
No.
Maze Runner.
No. It used to be.
That was
Oh,
gonna
I should get a point for that.
So my favorite book is called The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I think that's how you say his last name. Yeah.
What's it about? I've not heard about this
I've
book
never
before.
heard
I
that
have
name.
told you all about this book.
No.
Yes, for real. It was literally back in January when I read it.
Was football on TV?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't go near the TV when football's on. So this girl, she tries to kill herself, but then like she does it like right at midnight. And so like in between life and death, there's a library, and she can go back and see like each book is like if she had made a different choice.
Oh, I remember you telling me about this. Dang
that's
it.
like a cool idea.
It
for
can
a
be
book.
as simple as like marrying the guy she didn't marry, or like having Cocoa Puffs instead of Frosted Flakes that one morning for breakfast. So
that
that's a
sounds
really
like
good
I
book.
do
really
remember
good
that
book.
now.
Okay, that would
Dang
be
it.
a good one to
They
read.
should make that into a movie.
Probably
All right,
have.
Abigail's turn. What is your question, my dear?
What is my question?
You say favorite book, I swear.
No, I won't say that.
Don't look
There's
at
no
the
way I
button.
can pick a favorite.
She's looking at her phone to refer to her notes.
Okay. What's the thing that I value most in a friend?
Kindness.
Don't answer. Okay, that was her answer. We'll see.
Isabella, what do you think?
Honesty.
I can't pick between two.
Pick one. You have to.
I'm gonna say loyalty.
All right, that's what I was gonna say. Loyalty also.
I was gonna say loyalty.
Piggybackers.
All of you.
I wrote dependable.
Ah,
We
dang.
all failed.
Yep.
Wow.
Dang.
It's too much things you're looking for here.
Yep.
Okay, that was a good question. You got 5 points.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Okay,
Violet, what's your question?
All right, so this one's a little weird. Okay.
we expected that.
So, true or false? Have I ever eaten bark, like tree bark?
Oh,
Okay.
I vote true because it's so weird.
True.
I would also like to say true.
you definitely ate tree bark.
True.
It is false.
Boom!
Okay.
You've
Okay, well,
never
I got
eaten tree bark? Are you sure?
I got confused because she did lick a tree once because someone dared her to.
That counts.
I have done that.
Yeah,
she
but
did
licking a
lick a
tree and eating a tree are two
And
different things.
she also ate a leaf too before. So I was like, okay, well, bark. Yeah, she had to have eaten that,
Yeah.
right?
I tricked all of you. This
You
is
did.
what I was hoping for.
You did it, Violet. Good job.
All right, my second question. So, between 5th and 8th grade,
Oh, great.
this is something I actually remember about my childhood.
Good job, babe.
What is the name of my best friend?
Oh darn it!
Jess.
5th and 8th grade. Okay.
5th
All
through
right.
8th.
Jess. Okay.
I don't know.
Isabella, any idea?
I'm trying to think. But you mostly only talk about your college friends, so.
College friend.
Friend, yeah.
One friend.
Womp womp womp.
I don't know. Kyle.
Kyle.
I'm gonna go with Brian.
Okay. I have 2 I'm trying to decide between.
All right.
I'm gonna go with Matt Pishney.
No.
Darn.
What was the other one you were thinking of?
Isaac Schoaf.
Nope.
Okay.
Matthew Ellery.
Oh, that was my next guess.
I
Yep.
should have just said Matt.
Matthew Ellery.
All right, so Daddy just
I
got 5
definitely-
points.
It was
knew
funny
that.
because he was really tall and obviously I was very short, so
Obviously.
we were quite the pair.
That was close.
What does a candy consist of? Violet.
It consists of like tons of different candies. You just pile in there.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's obviously not that, but I want to say sugar's in there.
Really?
No way.
Never would have guessed it.
But you have to remember, it's not called Bacandy because of candy. It's their 2 names
Yeah.
together.
Yeah,
So it is a mashup.
yeah. I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't know. I feel like it was like a chocolate peanut butter brownie type thing. Something in there. That genre.
Okay.
I was gonna say it was some concoction with chocolate, peanut butter, and bananas.
Okay.
I want to say ice cream and Frosted Flakes.
That's probably wrong.
That's fake fried ice cream, but no.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. So actually, nobody got that right.
Dang, what was it?
What was in it?
It's vanilla ice cream, and
Ah.
then you put in peanut butter and mix it all in, and then put it in the bowl and smooth it out flat.
Oh.
And on the top, what's on the top?
Chocolate.
The chocolate
that
bark.
breaks, yeah,
the
that
chocolate bark, and you put that on
I
top
said
and
ice
smooth
cream.
it out. Then you put it in the
We
freezer
said chocolate
for a
and
little
peanut
bit,
butter.
We were close.
and then you
Partial
eat your
credit.
candy.
All three of us together.
Yep, so
Yeah.
that should be points. That should be points right there.
We're not close. Chocolate brownie peanut butter concoction? No.
But I thought we had it here for some reason. That was in Iowa.
It was in Iowa. Yeah, I'll make you guys candies.
Okay.
All right, second question from Catherine.
Okay.
No. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, so here's my second question.
Better not be about a book.
It's not. What is my second favorite animal?
What is your what?
Second favorite animal.
Frogs
So you-
are first.
Yes, that is true.
Okay.
Second favorite?
My
Yeah, second favorite. All right, Violet, you're up.
Interesting.
I've got this down.
What is it? Tell me. I have no idea.
Just name an animal. At least try.
Capybara, or however you say that.
Capybara? Nice. I know. It's the giant rodent. Capybara.
Those things are cute.
They're adorable.
Abigail?
Okay. I feel like you talk about dolphins a lot. And try to call them over.
I do a pretty good dolphin call.
Now we have to hear it.
All right, do it. Let's
Go.
hear it.
It's pretty good.
No, legit. I've called dolphins before. We were at the beach, and I did my dolphin call, and then they appeared.
Or like
I believe in you, honey.
they were there.
She believes in me, Abigail.
Yeah.
I believe in everybody. Mm-hmm. I believe that you can call dolphins.
Interesting.
It's true.
What's your guess, Isabella?
Oh, jeez. You like too many cute animals. That's the problem here.
Wait. Dolphin wasn't totally my guess. I just said I was thinking about that.
It's too late now.
It's too
You
late.
said dolphin.
We had a whole conversation about it.
I want to say the cats with the legs that are not proportionate to their bodies.
Those cats.
That's definitely not it. The correct answer. Well, Mom, you go first. No,
I am
I don't want you to like cheat off my answer. What are you guessing?
I'm going to say dolphins too. I think that was a really good guess.
No, then it's not the right answer. Red pandas.
Oh yeah, she does like those.
None of the answers are correct.
What?
But you always talk about the cats with the tiny legs.
I know, that's because I want one of
The
those.
cute red pandas that do this?
They're called munchkin cats.
Okay, what is your favorite animal? Second.
It's an otter.
You've never
You've never said the word otter in this house in your
She lied
entire
that
life.
up.
I have. I was all telling you about how much I love the otters when I went to the zoo on my trip.
Yeah, but
Do none of you listen
I listen, Cat.
to my otter talk?
You never said the word otter in this house
otter
ever.
talk. All right,
Whatever, I still get the points.
Isabella.
Okay, what is my favorite way to relax?
Violet
Oh my gosh.
first.
Oh, darn it.
This one's easy. Reading a book in your bed while drinking coffee.
Sounds pretty good.
I would say snuggled up with
Look
a
at her
good
trying to
book.
play it cool.
It's definitely snuggled up with a good book. I literally hear you say that all the time.
Okay.
Don't look so afraid.
The look of judgment I was just given. It's like, the pressure is on. I want to say, just like chilling at home reading. Like that's totally you.
Okay, Mom.
I say reading.
All right, Dad.
I am going to break the trend. I want to say drawing.
Okay, so only one person in this family knows me, because it was drawing. Yeah.
Yes!
You're always like, I love
Boom!
I love books, but like my favorite way to relax is drawing. Yeah.
Yes. Boom, got it. All right. Abigail, you're up. What's your second question?
What are my two biggest pet peeves?
Ooh. Two?
Yep.
That's not very
In
many.
stereo.
Okay, Violet.
Why does it have to be me?
You're first. The last shall be first. It's biblical.
So then you should be first, because you're the one that's last.
No, you're the last one in our family.
this could get confusing.
People ignoring you and dirt on your feet.
All right. Isabella?
I would say when Violet has her crap all over your room, and when your nails get smudged right after you finish doing them.
Those are actually pretty good.
Two biggest
But not
pet peeves.
right.
Catherine?
I'm gonna say when your hair gets messed up or isn't behaving, and when your nails break.
I love how this is all about my looks.
Well, you know, you're good at all that stuff. Mine is, I'm going to guess, when someone interrupts you. And biggest pet peeve. Oh, darn. That's like the number one that I'm thinking of for you. And let's say when somebody, when you get dirt on your brand new tennis shoes. That's my second one.
All right, so my first guess is when somebody uses all the toilet paper in the bathroom and doesn't restock it.
Okay, that literally sucks.
That just happened to her the other day. So I remember hearing that. And
She
the
was mad.
second one is when someone picks their boogers and wipes it on your pillow.
Ew, what in the world?
Gross.
Thomas, ew.
Have you
babe.
done that?
Did you do that?
No, but I'm just
Your
saying.
eyes looked like you did do that.
Let's just say you were gone for a very long time this week.
She had her pillow with her.
That's a pet peeve,
No,
though,
I
right?
didn't. I left all my pillows here.
Oh,
Oh.
he wouldn't.
Oh my god.
All right, what are they? I want to know if I'm correct.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure this is correct. Okay. When different foods touch on my plate.
Oh, dang. Lanita hates that also.
And then when people only talk about themselves.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You hate those worse than somebody wiping boogers on your pillow?
So do I give?
Well, no one's ever done that, so I haven't experienced it. Well, at least not that I know of.
Do
What?
I give her 5 points for each pet peeve?
No.
No.
No, because that was
Oh,
one
yeah, you
question.
should.
It was
No,
just one question.
that was one question.
Okay,
All right,
she got
Violet,
5
what's
points.
your question?
How many times have I driven a car?
Abigail's first.
Good luck.
Oh my. I know you did once. I'm gonna go with one.
Isabella?
I was also going to say once.
I'm gonna go with 2.
1.
2.
It was 2.
Yes!
You want me to tell you the story?
Yeah, go ahead. I didn't know that you've driven a car at all, so I'm a little
With-
disappointed.
I think-
All right.
Lap once when we were
Ready?
all younger.
Yes.
remember?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
in our church parking lot, I was on Dad's lap. It was when I was super young, and I steered the car and stuff. Well, he hit the gas and stuff. And then Mom, I don't know if she was texting or something, and I held onto the steering wheel for her.
Shh, baby, shh.
Yeah, I didn't know if I should tell a story, but it's funny. So.
Go for it.
But yeah, she was doing something, and I grabbed over and I held the steering wheel, and I was kind of steering. I don't know if I did a good job. I kind of went in and out of the lines.
Were you going down? Was she driving down the road?
Yeah, it was like Belterre, I'm pretty sure.
In town here?
Yes.
Oh, it wasn't even a long time ago.
It was recent. Yeah, it was really recent.
All right, it was Old Kings Road. There were no other cars around. It was really late at night.
It was not late at night.
It was still light out, but it was
Yeah.
late.
Texting, huh?
No, I don't know.
that
If,
important?
I don't know if it was
Oh,
texting
dear.
or she was trying to get a jacket on or what. But something happened, and I had to lean over from the passenger seat and grab onto the steering wheel.
Okay.
All right,
You look so shameful.
new rule for this podcast episode: there will be no more stories told about mommy.
Okay.
Wow. Okay,
All right. So who's the winner?
I don't think
Who
this
gets
can be right
$20?
because I put me.
Okay, well,
Okay, well, this
yeah,
is
there's
rigged.
Score.
I think it's because I got yours right. I think maybe I put it wrong. So just not me.
Yeah, but you got at least 10 because nobody got either of yours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
And then you
then
got
I got
points.
some of yours. Okay, so I think
that's
I did
probably
win.
correct.
But let me give it to the second person because I'm the one who put the money in. So.
All right, better than me.
Second person is crud. Isabel and Catherine tied.
We both get $20.
$10 each.
No, you get $10. Split it.
No, what? Congratulations. Enjoy your $10.
Losers.
Can't even go to like an actual store.
Can't even buy one book with that.
You really can.
You can't even buy nail
$11
polish
to
with
buy a
that.
book.
And that's for like a cheapo crap book. If you want like a good book, it has to be at least 13.
No, but
Share a book.
Yeah, share a book.
you guys can't even buy a good nail polish
Yeah,
with
but
that.
whose shelf would it go on?
Yeah, and what happens when one of us moves out?
Who's
Who
taking
take
the book?
We're gonna have to have a custody.
Each take half.
We're gonna have to have a custody
battle.
It's a friendship book. You know,
I
you
put
the
more
two halves
annotation
together.
tabs. This
Yes.
is my book.
Okay, so today's family meeting is about emotions. We're going to talk about that in a minute. And I'm sure that today's family meeting will go like basically all of the Osterkamp's family meetings. Mom will begin with a serious topic. Dad derails everyone with potty jokes and nonsense, while Mom struggles hopelessly to bring it all back to meaningful conversations until she gets frustrated. Then everybody laughs at Mom's frustration until Mom gets mad. Then Dad is like, oh, okay, get serious.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, basically.
That's pretty much it. So if everybody would be all right with it, let's just skip forward past all of that other stuff and just go right into the actual let's get serious. Allow me to start this process, though, by sharing our topic of discussion. Having emotions, but not allowing emotions to run you.
Okay.
I think this will be a good topic for all of us. We might break throughout in the middle to do a little family story. But I think we should get into our topic of discussion for today, okay?
Sounds good. As a father of 4 teenage girls, I can say that there are a lot of emotions in our house. One minute everything seems fine, then all of a sudden one of the girls is angry, depressed, or crying, or all the above.
Mm-hmm. And now, sometimes it can be the man in the family, too.
I wouldn't think so.
Do we ever see Daddy get emotional?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
It's just the one emotion that usually comes, though.
Yeah,
Just
what
one.
anger?
Severe anger.
Maybe a little bit of annoyance in there too.
Yeah.
The big crazy eyes.
Like I'm getting right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, those.
Oh dear.
But our home is a lot like a very dramatic musical.
You believed musicals were not real for a long time.
Yeah.
They weren't real to life.
Not realistic, but after living with 4 daughters and a wife, very accurate.
One of my favorite things that you girls will do is like break out into song at random. Like when we're either doing dishes or we might be hanging out on the couch or whatever, packing clothes.
Yeah, because somebody will say a word that's on a song that I remember so clearly, so I just start singing that song from that word.
Yep, exactly. And so yeah, musical is real for our house. So one thing that we try to teach and model for our girls is that emotions are not wrong in and of themselves. They are not wicked and sinful. They're natural, and God created us to be emotional. But oftentimes it's those emotions that can lead us into action in a positive or negative way, right?
Yeah.
So we talked about Daddy's anger. He might get angry, and that's an emotion. Is it wrong for Daddy to get angry?
No.
No.
No, but it'd be wrong for him to yell at us or,
Throw a stool.
or to throw a stool or something like that, right? But emotions also can lead us into positive actions. Can anybody think of a positive action that an emotion could lead you to?
I actually have an example.
Oh,
I'm gonna show off my good personliness today.
good personliness? Okay.
Yeah.
Show us.
So, I don't really remember, but when I was left out sometime from something, I just kind of like started to pay attention to that more and like kind of, I guess, developed the skill to try to include other people
Yes.
so that they wouldn't feel like that.
Right.
So.
That's awesome. That's a perfect example. Thanks, Abigail. Yeah, so when you feel a certain emotion, like being left out or maybe jealousy comes into play in that emotion, you can use that to make sure that you think of others next time and include them. And Abigail is excellent at including people into discussions and groups and making sure nobody feels left out. All right, any other example of an emotion leading us to a positive action?
Well, like if you see someone that you love and they're sad, usually I want to give them a hug, make them feel better.
That's right. Okay, cool. So it can lead to like empathy.
Well, I think even like we talked about anger, and anger's not always wrong. Like we can see injustice happening and get angry about it and then take steps to help to right the wrongs.
Absolutely. So the emotions are not bad in and of themselves. Emotions do lead us to action. Now, sometimes that is a negative action. So tell me an emotion that we can have that leads us to a negative action.
So I have a story about Dad.
Oh boy.
I think it was just me and him, and we have a PlayStation 5 or whatever it's called, PS5, yeah. And we were playing it, and so there's this zombie mode or whatever that we can play, and so Dad, it was his turn to play. And I can't remember what happened, either zombies killed him or something or whatever. And he got really upset, and sometimes he gets a little angry.
There's that emotion.
And he sits on a stool with like a footrest under his feet, because it's so high. And so he threw the foot seat thingy across the room. So I just kind of like tiptoed my way out of the room because I was like, yeah, I don't know what I should do.
So sometimes anger can lead us to negative.
I feel like she's making up stories because I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, you blacked out in anger.
Well, I remember a different Dad gaming story about anger.
Oh boy.
So this is when we were in Iowa. We were all younger, and Dad was playing on the TV downstairs, also sitting on a stool. And so it's dark. Us 4 girls were kind of sitting on the couch because we didn't have another TV at the time, or it was in Mom and Dad's room, whatever. We were just watching Dad play. But then something went wrong, and Dad started to get angry, and all of us kind of in sync just kind of got up very quietly, left, and went into the kitchen, and Mom was cooking in there. And when she sees us, you can still hear Dad in the background, angry out there. She just turns and says, "Good choice, girls."
That is hilarious.
I don't remember that at all. I
Yeah.
have no recollection of that. So funny.
A lot of emotion comes with gaming.
This is why I don't play often.
Exactly. Because sometimes you can understand that like certain situations will put you in a place where your emotions are going to start to run you. So that may be the place that you don't want to go. Don't let yourself go there, or at least not that often. But the key is to have emotions. It's okay to have emotions, not apologize for them or try to squelch them or try to prevent yourself from feeling anything. The key is to have emotions but not be controlled by them.
Proverbs 16:32 says, "Whoever is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city."
That's awesome. That verse is so good. So let's like kind of look, let's unpack it a little bit. Whoever's slow to anger is better than the mighty. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that verse? Any thoughts on that? Slow to anger is better than the mighty.
I think it's trying to say that if you are more in control of your emotions, it's better than being like physically strong.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city. So somebody who can take a city is somebody who is very strong physically, like you said. Maybe they have like the best army or whatever. They can conquer anything. But what's the thing they haven't conquered?
Their emotions.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you can conquer your emotions, then you're stronger really than some people who seem like they're the strongest of all.
Your emotions were given to you to master, not to become your master.
Ooh, that's good, Isabella. Did you write that?
Yes, I did. I'm a wise person. Very honest, too. Here are some questions to help you know if you're being mastered by your emotions.
Are there times in your family where you have to tiptoe around the bad mood that other people have?
All right, so we talked about Dad already.
I feel like Dad wants a bad story about Mom to even things out a little bit.
Just curious if we have any.
Do we have any stories where you had to tiptoe around Mom?
Well, if you're having a breakdown,
I have emotional breakdowns for those of you who have
From
not
time to
heard
time.
in the past.
yeah, not all the time, but just when you're having them, it's like, better look out, because like the littlest things will, get your frustration up here, because it's always up here. We never hear about it. You're never like, okay, guys, it's getting kind of in this area. You might want to look out. It's like, nope, it's already up here. It's too late. You're dead.
So for those of you who are listening on the podcast and not watching on YouTube, Isabella is putting her hand above her head because what I do is I say, my stress level is up here. Yeah. And it's always as high as my hand can possibly go when I say it. Otherwise, I don't talk about my stress level.
Yeah.
It's usually about like cleaning or something because when I'm not like doing anything, maybe I'm like organizing my own thing, you get mad at me and you're like, go do something for the family.
Yes, go clean
My
for the
emotions
family.
are up here.
Yes. So then you have to go and clean something that will benefit the whole family.
You guys ever have to tiptoe around each other?
Yeah, if Catherine's cranky, you better look out.
Oh my goodness. I got something for Catherine. So our cousin, my dad's cousin, whatever, all of our cousins.
Cuz?
Yeah, he was staying over here with us, and he took me and Violet's room. And so we had to sleep in the girls' room on the floor. So we had like all our blankets in there and stuff, and he just left, and we were starting to clean out like our stuff. And then all of a sudden I come out from my door. Catherine has the most angriest look on her face, and she's throwing like all of our blankets and pillows out on the floor, like so angry.
Into the hallway.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen. I had already asked them 2 or 3 times to take their stuff out of the
Her turn.
to get their stuff out of our room, and both of them had taken all of their stuff out of the room, but there was still a mat of blankets and stuff that Abigail had slept on, and she was trying to act like she had already taken all her stuff out of there.
Okay, wait.
And I had it up to here.
Just like Mom.
Wait, I see where the confusion was, but let me explain myself.
Sure.
Okay, so those blankets were in like the community, what's that closet called? The
Linen
closet. And it's because I had nothing to sleep on. All my blankets were in our room. So I was like, okay, I'll take out the like comforters and stuff that we don't use from the linen closet that are the community stuff. So I was like, all my stuff is taken out because that's not my stuff.
So you're
But
like,
I still
I'll
needed
take
to
the
put
stuff
my-
out of the community room, but I'm not going to put it back in there because it's for the community.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I also kind of forgot about it too.
So
that
point is sometimes you have to tiptoe around Catherine if she gets mad. Huh?
Yeah.
What is our next question to help us know if we're being mastered by our emotions?
Do you take other frustrations in your life out on your family?
Like, I feel like we just heard about that.
All the time with me. It'll be like the littlest things. Like if I have to do dishes or something, I'll be so angry and stuff, and I'll take it out on all of our sisters.
True.
3 sisters.
Yeah.
And I just do it with basically everything.
you have the murder eyes too. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to be controlled by your emotions.
Are you non-expressive when it comes to love, but extremely expressive when it comes to anger?
I think all of us in this family are expressive when it comes to anger.
Yep.
Do you girls feel like anyone is unexpressive when it comes to love?
I think we're all really expressive with love.
In our own ways.
Yep.
Yeah. There's a lot of love felt in this family, and we say I love you, we talk about I love you, we also yell about blankets.
We're very passionate in this family.
Very passionate, but we do. There's a
Yeah.
lot. Just love each other. Do you guys love each other?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So currency spent in relationships are primarily emotional. That's why if you've been nasty to your mom or dad, you better not ask for new tennis shoes or to have a bunch of friends over. If you've been kind and loving, you are less likely to be refused. In other words, you have an emotional savings account.
Okay. So, girls, who do you ask for if you want stuff? Like, if you want the answer to be yes, who do you ask?
It's dad.
Dad.
Definitely dad.
Almost always the answer is yes.
Yep.
Both of us try to make our default answer yes, but I'm definitely more likely to say no.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because you have more reasons to say no.
Yeah, like do the dishes, or I don't even know, like do a chore for the whole family or whatever. Whereas dad does not give a crap.
It's that he doesn't pay attention and he doesn't see it.
Yeah, that's true.
He doesn't even know there are dirty dishes.
Yeah.
Unless mom texts me,
Yep.
dishes are dirty. Have somebody do them.
Yeah, I every time dad's like, hey, someone do the dishes, I'm like, oh, mom must have told him. So I'm like, dad would not notice on his own.
That is kind of true.
Yep, but I typically would say yes for almost anything.
That's right. So think about emotional currency. So that's like dollar bills, y'all. All right? You've got emotional currency. If you've been really sweet and loving and you've been kind, that's like depositing money into the bank account, and then the account goes up. And if you're a jerk, that's like withdrawing emotional currency, and people like you less and less and less, and they have less warm, fuzzy feelings about you.
So people only like you when you have money in the account?
Pretty much.
You just said about Corey because he's poor.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's because you gave that reason.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
Oh,
you
you've
did.
said
You
it
said you don't have
before.
any money for a house or anything.
Well, that's true, but that's because we're young.
Yeah.
It's okay to be poor when you're young. That's how we all start out or stay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're picturing this emotional currency. We're picturing this emotional bank account. Now, if you have a bunch of money in your emotional bank account, you can write a check and cash a check. But if you don't, if you've
Check.
been
How old are you?
a very old, I write checks every single week to church. I still write checks to church. That's the only place I write checks, but I still do write checks.
I'm like ticked if a place doesn't let me use my phone to pay.
I know, me too. Okay, but if all of the emotions that you have spent in your relationship are negative, then it's like your check will bounce. That relationship can be numb and you can burn bridges. So eventually it can be like, this person treats me so bad so often, I do not want to be around them at all. Like, and you just close the account. Has that ever happened in your life where there's certain people that you don't want to be around anymore because they've mistreated you so many times?
I think there's been people that I want to get away from, but I keep on seeing them.
Okay.
There's definitely people I'll spend less time with because of their negativity and negative emotions and all that.
I'd say same for me too.
Maybe it's just a point of limiting your time together, not necessarily closing the account or cutting
Like
them
almost
off.
like just taking a break.
Yeah.
Have to step back a little bit.
So our emotions can be like a cloud which follow us as we walk into a room. You know, you guys can feel that sometimes, whether it's mom or dad or one of your sisters that walk into the room and you're just like, oh, something's off. And we have that negativity that follows us. It darkens the space for everyone. So take some time, if possible, when you feel this way, to have a moment alone, pray, read scripture, meditate on a helpful verse, and scream into a pillow, cry, or whatever you need to try to release those emotions and clear the cloud away. So we're not talking about like neglecting your emotions or pretending they're not there, because emotions are God-given, they are good. What we're trying to do is learn how to deal with them and not let them control us. Sometimes you don't need to be alone. You need to talk it out, and that's okay. Grab your mom, sister, or dad and ask them to let you talk a minute. And so having that time where it's like, okay, there are times where I just need time alone. There's also times where I need somebody to talk to. Like last night, coming home from our men's night out, I had to call mom and had a situation where I just needed to vent. I told her, I said, I just need somebody to vent. Something happened, not with the men in our group, but just something happened while group was happening. And I just needed to talk, and that was it.
Yep. And then you felt better after you talked. Can you girls think of times when, give us an example of a time either when you just needed to be alone to deal with your emotions or you needed to talk it out to feel better?
I don't know.
What do you lean towards? Do you lean towards alone or talking it out more? What'd you think?
I'd probably lean toward more talking about it. I feel a lot better when I talk about it.
Okay.
Depends on what it is and what I think people will think about what I'm telling them.
Okay.
Like, if they're going to judge me about it, I'm not going to want to share with them.
Okay. Gotcha.
Usually I like to think about something for a while by myself before I'm actually ready to talk about it.
Okay,
So
me too.
I usually try to be alone.
More like an internal processing everything. That's the way I am.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely being alone. Talking about it doesn't really help me.
I think there are times that talking about it does help you, Isabella, but not until after you've had that alone quiet time. Would you disagree?
Yeah, talking about it, I just don't feel like it does any good for me.
Okay. I definitely talk about it.
She's a talker.
Talk about it all the time. All right, here's the bad thing though. When you can't talk about it, when you can't get alone because the emotion happened in a group setting, in a family reunion, at Christmas dinner table, somewhere where
Like a public setting.
A public setting, at the beginning of church, something really bad happened and all of a sudden you're terribly sad or you're terribly angry or whatever. This is where you have to actually manage your emotions, where you have to say, okay, I'm going to deal with this emotion, but I can't deal with it yet. I have to just get through this thing. Now, we believe in being authentic. We believe in being real, but that also doesn't mean that we want to just like be a jerk, right?
Yeah.
Because that emotion most likely had nothing to do with the other people around us. But if we treat them like a jerk, then that's on us. That's wrong.
Yeah.
We can't be like that. So we have to manage our emotions and say, okay, I'm going to deal with this emotion later. Anybody have a time when you've had to do that, where you've had to basically compartmentalize your emotions?
Yeah.
Can you share about that without giving away too much?
Well, I know that I have done it before, but I can't really think of it.
Not thinking of a scenario. Did you have one, Catherine?
Yeah, just I'm not really great at it right now, but I try my best, and most of the time I'll just get really quiet because I'm trying to like control myself not to start crying in that situation, because that's usually how all my emotions come out, is through tears and a red face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes you have to kind of set it to the side and think about it later and deal with it later. And I think that's a skill gained with maturity. The more mature you are, the more you're going to be able to control those emotions and say, like, I'm going to think about this, but I'm not going to think about it right now. I'm going to think about it later.
Well, it's like that verse Catherine just read a little bit ago, where it's just learning to gain the emotional intelligence and strength to not just unleash those emotions on the people around you, but control them and learn how to deal with them.
So oftentimes I've had to do this with Daddy, because there are times when he'll do something that makes me mad, and we're around people all day, or even around you girls all day, and I can't talk to him about the thing. I know that all we need to do is talk it out, and I know that he needs to understand what happened and what he did, and then I know he'll apologize for it, and I know we're gonna make up, but we can't do that until later. And so I have this anger towards him, or frustration or whatever, and oftentimes I have to just say, like, to myself, I'm going to talk to him about this, but I can't talk to him about this right now. So right now I'm going to treat him kind and loving, and I'm not going to be a jerk to everybody else. We're going to deal with this later. And then we do.
Yeah.
And then everything's fine again.
Yep.
But it is about controlling your emotions. Let's hear some emotions from the Bible.
So this is from Ephesians 4:27 through 32. Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger, and give no opportunity to the devil. Let the thief no longer steal, but rather let him labor, doing honest work with his own hands, so that he may have something to share with anyone in need. Let no corrupt talk come out of your mouths, but only such as is good for building up, as it fits the occasion, that it may give grace to those who hear. And do not grieve the Holy Spirit of God, by whom you were sealed for the day of redemption. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and slander be put away from you, along with all malice. Be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as God in Christ forgave you.
All right, so in this passage here, we see a lot of different emotions. There's a lot of emotions in this verse, but we find out how to deal with them. So be angry and do not sin. So it's okay to have emotions, but it's what you do with those emotions that really, really matters. And the one thing that we should be doing, all of us, is to make sure that the primary emotions that your family feels from you is love. They're definitely going to get other emotions from you at different times.
Yeah.
No doubt. But the most often felt and the most familiar feeling should be love from your family. And I love the verse that says love covers a multitude of sins.
All right, so let's kind of think about this question here, and that is, how can you show love in meaningful ways to each family member? Okay, so let's start with Violet and say, all right, if we're gonna, because not everybody feels love exactly the same way, so if we're gonna show Violet love in a meaningful way, how would we do that as a family? How would you girls think we would do that?
I think probably doing what she wants to do, because a lot of the times the things that Violet really enjoys, not many of us do. And so when we do the things that she really likes that we don't, it shows her love.
Okay.
I was going to say something similar to that too. Mm-hmm. And I also feel like the youngest doesn't get to, like, I guess, has the last say in everything, and they don't get to do what they want to usually. They always have to go with the other person.
Or they usually have to follow everybody else.
Yeah.
Like when we go to the garden, she gets a chance to lead around the path.
That never happened.
Oh.
Yeah, because you kept going off and being like, "What's over here?"
So,
Or Violet.
all right, what about Abigail?
I was gonna say swimming. I was waiting for everybody else, but I was
Okay.
gonna say go swimming with Violet.
Go to a water park with her?
Swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, what about Abigail? If we're going to show Abigail love in a meaningful way.
Well, for me specifically, there are things that me and Abigail like to do together, like way more than everyone else. And so when everyone leaves the house or whatever, we'll do those things.
Like, can you give us a? Can
Yeah,
you
I'm
give
like,
us a?
what are you doing when we all leave the house?
Can you give us a illustration, like a specific, like what?
You
What's
guys
the
watch
secret
Haikyuu
things?
together?
Yeah, we're haiku buddies. That's a volleyball anime.
Okay.
And so we watch that together because when it's us two and we're like, what do we watch? We have no idea. We just put on
one
season
yeah.
2. We just put on season 2. So we've watched it like 20 times, I think, right now.
I would say go on a walk with Abigail when she has to walk the dog, so that she doesn't have to go alone, and just be. With
I would
her
say
and talk.
swim out super far in the ocean together.
I would say go
We did that
shopping.
yesterday.
Me and Abigail like to go shopping together. We're buddies that way.
I would say just doing stuff that I don't want to do in that moment, but doing it for her because she wanted to.
Very good.
Yeah, I do it for you, so little give and take here, please.
Yep. All right, we're talking about showing love in a meaningful way. What about Isabella?
Leave her alone.
Bringing her coffee.
Yes, that's true. Me and Isabella like to watch Spider-Man together.
Yeah.
So
Spider-Man.
we hang out that way, or we go to Barnes & Noble and be idiots.
Like the Spider-Man movies?
No,
Oh,
like
so you can ogle
the
Tom Holland
cartoon
together?
for-
or?
No, like the
Videos.
Spider-Man cartoon that's like for 7-year-olds. That's
Yeah.
it's
what
like
we
the best one ever
Okay.
made.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
With Buckethead in it.
Yeah.
I'd say not reading. Buying her books that she wanted. That on her book list.
That's nice.
I'd also say like knowing when to leave her alone too, because I forget what we were doing. Someone was watching TV in Mom and Dad's room, and I came out to be with her, and she was watching this show.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And you were like, "Oh, are you gonna stay out here?" And I was like, "I am not welcome." Well, I was gonna just a joke, joke. But I was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna like give her time alone then." You know, like I feel like that's also showing like.
Because it was when you guys were gone, so we'd been trapped in the house, like everyone, for like, I think that was like day 3 or 4. And so it was just like, I need some space.
You guys have never been in this house for 3 or 4 days in a row without going anywhere. Might not have had any fun, but you still had school and you had volleyball and you had
School is home.
No, she had
not their
class.
school.
Oh. Okay.
All right, meaningful. What about for Catherine? How are we going to show her?
Shopping.
Oh yeah.
I love shopping so much.
There's 2 main ways. So if she's upset about something, you let her know that you notice she's upset. Be like, hey, I know you're upset. Do you want to talk about it? And then if she says no, just never mention it again. And just be like, if you want to talk, I'm there. And then usually like a month later, she'll come and be like, okay, so this is what's wrong. And then when she's
Spot on, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah. When she's sad, I make her grilled cheese.
I love grilled cheese.
Yeah.
I'd say also giving her time to talk, because she gets interrupted a lot and she hates that. So
It's a pet peeve. Lots of people interrupt me. I don't know why.
Because you never stop talking.
I never talk.
I'm just kidding.
It's either she's too quiet or too loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheese people.
yeah.
So I take her for car rides and we just listen to music.
That
Don't
is-
say a whole
I
lot.
love that. I do love that.
For Catherine, me showing meaningful love love in a meaningful way is running errands together or just sitting and talking together.
How are we going to show mom love in a meaningful way?
Definitely time. Coffee in the morning.
Yes, spending time with her.
Doing something without being asked, like
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
dishes or
chores,
something.
Take out the trash.
Please do
That's
that.
never gonna happen for me.
At least she's honest.
I try. Sometimes I actually do notice the dishes or like the sink is full, but usually I just don't.
It's like I see it, but I don't do anything.
Or she chooses to.
No, I mean I don't see it. Like I don't notice it. I'm like, Dad, I don't really notice when it gets like too messy. So that's why I I've done it a few times where
You
I've like,
have.
just done the dishes.
I've seen it.
I think that me and Catherine are probably the best at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say also sharing how we're feeling, sharing our thoughts and feelings with mom.
Yep, that shows me love in a meaningful way for sure. All
Okay,
right.
what about dad?
Personal
First
time.
of all,
Going
you
to the
don't
beach-
you don't skip over him.
Going to the beach with him.
Oh, I got one. You take him out for queso.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
That is the best.
Rub his head.
I'd
Yeah.
say just like if you have the option, like sometimes you give us the option, like go to the beach or stay home or just something else too. And if we stay home, I feel like you're very sad about that. Like if we go with you, I think you feel very loved.
Yeah.
You know, like because we choose to be with you.
Quit looking at me, Catherine.
Yeah, I'd say
Someone chose to stay home yesterday. No names mentioned.
But the way that we showed her love was by leaving her alone.
Yep.
Yeah, because I felt like crap yesterday, guys. It was not good.
All right, so one of the things that we do in our family is we keep track of quotes. And so we want to share some of our favorite quotes that we can share on the podcast with you. So we're all going to just kind of go around and share
A random quote.
Share a random quote and then who said it.
All right, so the first one is, "Oh, look how smiley she is. This is gonna be hell," and that was Dad.
Dad said that.
Does anyone know what that was about?
Yes.
Pictures.
Okay, we were going to take
Oh.
pictures for Mother's Day, and Mom was so excited, and she could not stop smiling, and you were like, "Oh, this is gonna suck."
Yeah, that's right.
I was so
okay, I remember now. All right, here's one. There's poop in my jeans. Mom said that. Why was there poop in your jeans?
It wasn't even her poop. That's the funny part.
Not my poop.
Why is someone else's poop in your jeans?
I feel like that's even more concerning that it's not your own.
What is this about?
No, okay, so Mom had left her jeans by like the bed. I don't know, and so we're walking in there, and like. Mom like looks down and she's like, "There's poop in my jeans." Like she's like freaking out. Like, why is there poop in her jeans? She knows she didn't poop in them. And then we go and there's poop actually in other places around the room. And we're like, "Oh, it was coconut."
Had it in my jeans.
Upset
Yeah.
stomach that
That's
day.
funny.
He was having some troubles.
That's funny.
Okay. This one is really weird. Nothing like sucking on a blanket to steal your dignity away. Violet said that. I don't even know.
I don't
why.
remember.
I don't remember.
why
I
she
don't
said
remember
that.
at all why I said that.
Yeah, that one was weird.
Oh my gosh. Why do I have to say this?
You have to read the next one.
It's like a car wash for your butt.
Who said that?
Obviously, it was Dad.
What was that about?
We were talking about a bidet.
Yeah, bidet.
Oh, that's right.
You were trying
A
to tell
bidet.
everybody what a bidet was.
That's right, a car
I
wash
think
for
we
your
were trying to tell
butt.
Violet because all of us already knew. I'm pretty sure.
That's funny.
You walked in normal and came out an emo penguin. Isabella.
What was that?
I was talking.
Who are you talking,
talking to me.
I was talking to Catherine.
And we went into a store, and I had like a jacket with me, and I was wearing like black pants, and it was a black jacket, and I got cold in the store, so I had my jacket on with my hood up, and then we went out, and she's like, "You walked in normal and came out an emo penguin."
That's funny.
All right, Catherine.
Okay. You have to remember, he's a nut job. That was actually said by our grandma.
Yep. Grandma Colleen said that one. You have to remember, he's a nut job.
I don't remember who she was.
We don't know
talking
who
about.
he-
No, it's funny because I know it was definitely at her house, so I remember her saying that to me. But I think it was something mean that someone said to one of us, and
yeah.
she's like trying to encourage us, but she's gotten sassier.
Yeah.
Like she
Bless you.
Bless you.
you know, was very like watchful about what she said. I feel like you know more maybe strict. I guess
Yeah.
I don't know what the word. you
Careful.
would use for it.
You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, and then she's become sassy in her late 60s. That's my
It's
mom.
so fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Isabella. Yeah, she likes her goggles medium rare.
What?
Abigail said that, and I don't know why my name's in the front
What
of
the
that. 'cause
heck?
We
I
were,
think that's a
Typo.
yeah, because we were talking about Violet's goggles.
medium rare, which I don't even get that.
I
at all.
don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't
I don't remember.
I think she was talking about how well done she likes her goggles, but she said well done instead of like tight.
Oh.
So we were making fun of her.
Oh,
Okay. Moisturize your face or else it'll look like leather. Isabella said that.
And
Who
that
are you
is
talking
very
to?
true.
I was talking to Abigail. That was right after you got the really, really bad sunburn.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
looks like leather anyway.
Okay, I'm guilty of being sexy. Violet said that.
Why did you say that? What was that about?
No.
Can't remember.
We were saying she was guilty or whatever. Someone else was like, I'm guilty. And Violet's like, yeah, I am guilty. And then she said,
Okay.
No. I think it was like Catherine was like, oh, I'm guilty, and then I was like, of being sexy.
yeah.
That's funny.
Okay.
I've seen better art come out of my butt. Why am I getting all the butt
And who would say that?
Isabella.
No, but the funny thing is she was trying to make fun of Violet. Like, Violet got a painting from her friend. And Isabella made fun of it and said that I had better art come out of my butt. And Violet's like, that wasn't me. That was my friend who painted that. And he was like, oh no, I'm so sorry.
It was
Don't
just
tell
a joke, everyone. Don't
So
worry.
I was
Yes.
trying to make fun of Violet.
Yeah.
But then I was like, oh man, don't tell her that.
Let's see. I feel sad and alone, choking on my dry donut.
Is that the complete quote?
Dad.
Yes. No, Dad, I know what that was from. We were eating those donuts that we really like, you know, and then someone made you someone insulted you or something. I think you coughed on your donut.
It's my
Your turn.
I'm sorry, officer. It's not me. It's these sick beats. Isabella said that.
we were driving to school, me and Catherine, and she kept running red lights.
What?
No, okay, so here's the thing. It was like yellow light, and I was like, do I stop? Do I go? Do I stop? And then it was too late, and so I went.
Oh my goodness.
And so I just said that to Catherine.
Yeah, I'm like, I hope I don't get pulled over, because will the officer understand that I'm just indecisive and the yellow lights are hard?
I don't think so.
That's funny.
No, you're definitely going to jail.
This one doesn't make any sense.
Don't smell the taste out of it. That was Mom. I think she was talking to Dad.
Yeah, because she had made some ramen. No. I'm almost positive it was ramen, and Dad was like, "Oh, let me smell it." And so he was smelling it, and you were like, "Don't smell it." Oh, maybe you had made a cup of chicken broth,
Yeah, it was chicken broth.
Because I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
and he was smelling it. You were
I
very
said,
protective.
Don't smell the taste out of it. I don't even know why I said that.
It makes me want to yeet myself off of a building because of how ugly I look compared to you. Violet said that.
Okay, so this is why I said it. So we were
Oh, I know.
we were talking about Abigail and how pretty she was and stuff, and then I said that.
Oh, thanks, Violet.
That was a way to compliment her sister.
Yes,
a
that's
very
so-
weird way.
Yeah, I just wanted to say yeet.
Yeah. All right, then Isabella said this. Specialness comes from inside.
It does.
I'm not about butt.
Yay, go ahead.
Yay, thievery!
And that was our little Catherine.
Why did you say that?
I don't remember.
No, we were talking about stealing with Maddie and Brooklyn, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
And then I remember you just saying yay, thievery. It was a recent one.
We didn't actually steal anything,
Yeah, for the record.
for the record.
You look like Schmegel's wife, Isabella.
It's just Schmeagol, first of all.
Spiegel.
No, but she said Schmegel.
Yeah.
Violet was being weird. I was trying to learn how to take a video on Instagram, and this filter came up, and then Violet was like, "Oh, let me try," and she put it on, and I took a picture, and it made her her eyes really big, and I showed the girls.
She
and
looks
Isabel said
bald
that.
too.
Yeah.
Smegel from The Lord of the Rings.
Yep. There's already too much stupid kids in the world.
Dang.
Isabella
Said that.
Very poor grammar and also super mean.
No, here's why. It's smart though, because I knew I had bad grammar, I just didn't care.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. It looks like she's had all the crack. And that was me, but I said it about Mom. We were driving up to Iowa.
Yep. But she was going crazy for some reason.
Yeah.
Too much
Big
caffeine,
eyes.
probably.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
eyes.
Oh, yeah, I am a middle-aged man, says Catherine.
No, okay, so we were with Brooke and Maddie, and I was telling them something that I do or something, and they're like, "Oh, my dad does that too," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a middle-aged man."
Oh, I got my own quote. It ended up landing on me. That's where Publix gets their Publix.
I know what that was from.
What was that?
So we were driving back to Florida from Iowa, very recently, and Mom had this like energy drink that was coffee or whatever.
It works really well.
It was double shot of espresso or caffeine or something.
yeah.
It works really well.
And she was like acting like she was drunk. She was crazy.
But I was awake.
She couldn't walk straight either.
She saw the Publix that trucks take
The
out
distribution center.
Okay,
to put
gotcha.
in other Publixes around the world.
She's
That's
like,
fun.
girls,
In Florida.
that's where Publix gets their Publix. Oh my
And we all die laughing.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, your family meeting tonight. I want to encourage you to just sit down with your family and talk about meaningful ways to share love with each individual family member. Just like we just had our family meeting and we went down and shared with each member some very specific, meaningful ways to share love. I want you to do that with your family members.
Thanks for joining us today. Please go and subscribe to the Family Meeting podcast from your favorite podcast provider. And if you have found this information helpful, please share this episode on social media and invite your friends and family to listen in with you.
To find more content and information Lysandra and I provide, you can go to our website, familymeeting.org, or email us at info@familymeeting.org. If you'd like to shoot us a text or call us, you can send a voice message at 904-257-3062.
We want to invite you to join us for our next family meeting as we talk about narcissism in family relationships. We'll see how narcissism is directly related to insecurities.
Thanks for. Oh yeah.
That's me.
I'm reading the script. Go ahead. Sorry.
Thanks for joining us today for this family meeting. Have a great day, everybody. This meeting is adjourned.
All right. Great job, girls. That was so much fun.
Woo! We did it.
Thank all of you for joining us for this very special recording of episode 200. And you'll probably see us all together next time in a couple years. Episode
300.
Episode 300. Goodbye. All right, everybody wave. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.